Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another awesome, glorious day. This video, we're going to be focusing on multiplying whole numbers by fractions using models, number lines, and the algorithm. So let's go ahead and dive on in. The first problem we're going to look at this afternoon is 3 times 1/2. So the first thing I need to do is I need to draw 1/2 3 times. So there's 1 fraction bar, 2 fraction bars, 3 fraction bars. And now I need to shade in my 1/2. So there is 1/2 times 1, 1/2 times 2, 1/2 times 3. Now I need to combine these to figure out my total product. So I'm going to start by drawing 1 fraction bar split in half. I have 1, 2, 3 halves. So I'm going to shade in 1, 2. I need more, so I'm going to draw another fraction bar in order to be able to color in my third half. For 1, 2, and 3. So based on what we see in front of us, I have 1 whole and 1/2. This can also be written as 3 shaded out of 2 in each model. So you have the mixed number and the improper fraction. Let's take a look at what this looks like on a number line. I'm going to start with 0. I'm counting by halves. So there is 1/2, and then 1, and then 1 and 1/2, and 2. Okay. Now I'm going to show 1/2 3 times. So there's 1, 1/2, 2, 1/2, and 3 1/2. And we can see that where our point falls is at 1 and 1/2. So we've also proven that 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1, 2, 3 out of 2, or 1 and 1/2. Right? Let's take a look at this with the standard algorithm. We're going to start with 3 times 1/2. We first need to convert the 3 into a fraction. So that becomes 3 over 1 times 1/2. Now with multiplying fractions, it's just really simple. You just multiply across. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. So 3 halves is the same as 1 and 1/2. So there's the 3 different ways that we can prove 3 times 1/2 equals 1 and 1/2. All right, let's take a look at our next example. This time we're going to get a little more complicated. This time we're multiplying 4 times 2/3. So the first thing I need to show is 2/3 4 times. So there is 1 fraction bar, 2, 3, and 4. And I need to split these into 3 pieces because we're showing thirds. And now I need to shade 2/3 on each of these. Awesome. And just like we did the first time, now we're going to take these partial products and we are going to combine them to find our final total. I'm going to start by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I should have enough fraction strips to now show 4 times 2/3. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And as we can tell from our model, 4 times 2/3 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shaded pieces out of 3 in each fraction bar, which also equals 2 whole bars and 2/3 of a third bar. Just like we did with the last one, let's take a look at what this looks like on a number line. I'm going to start with 0, and this time I'm counting by thirds. So I have 1/3, 2/3, 1, 1 and 1/3, 1 and 2/3, 2. So I'm going to start there. And I need to show 2/3 4 times. Well, there's 2/3 1 time, 2/3 2 times, 2/3 3 times. I still need to keep going because I don't have enough to show this. So I now have 2 and 1/3, 2 and 2/3, and 3. So now I've got 2/3 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've proven that 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 equals 2, 4, 6, 8 out of 3 pieces in each hole, which also is equivalent to 2 and 2/3. Let's take a look at the standard algorithm for it. Four times 2/3. I need to turn 4 into a fraction, so 4 over 1 times 2/3, and then I multiply across. 4 times 2 is 8, 1 times 3 is 3, 8/3 equals 2 and 2/3. Easy, easy, easy. All right, let's take a look at our last example for today. This problem says 6 times 2/5. So I'm going to need 6 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they need to be split into 5 pieces each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I need to color 2/5 of each of these bars. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Right. And now I need to combine these partial products to find the total. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, that makes 5. 10. 15. So 15 is enough because we only have 12 shaded pieces. So that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I can even label them if it makes me feel better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I have 12 pieces shaded out of 5 pieces in each fraction strip. And looking at our model, we have 2 holes, completely filled, and 2/5. Now let's take a look at our number line. Starting with 0, I have 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and 1, then 1 and 1/5, 1 and 2/5, 1 and 3/5, 1 and 4/5, and 2, 2 and 1/5. Let's see if I have enough. I need to make 2/5 6 times. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't quite have enough. Need to keep going. 2 and 2/5. 2 and 2/5, 2 and 3/5. And that should be enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, we're adding 2/5 6 times. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shaded over 5 in each, which also equaled 2 and 2/5. Okay. So just like we got when we worked with the fraction strip model. Now let's look at the standard algorithm. 6 times 2/5. Need to turn my whole number into a fraction, 6 over 1 times 2/5. 6 times 2 is 12. 1 times 5 is 5. 12/5 we've already figured out is equal to 2 and 2/5. All right. So that is it. That is multiplying fractions by whole numbers. I hope that this is clear and that you understand it, and you will get more practice with it later this week. Have a great day, guys.